Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to Naptime Builder. Today we're gonna continue. Well, I guess if you didn't see the last, or if you seen the last video, then you seen we tore the motor and transmission out of the '94 Corvette here. I just got it tarped up at the moment, but I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the suspension out from under this car because I'm hoping to be able to mock it up under a different project in the near future. So you're probably gonna see a lot of time lapse of me just cutting this Corvette apart. So it's probably gonna make some Corvette people mad. So just get ready for it, I guess. Well, that time lapse was pretty much just me trying to make some more room and moving this motor and transmission over in the corner and stuff like that. So I guess now I'll start to tear down of the front suspension. Let's go. Well, seeing how it's gonna be a while before I'm really gonna use this on this front end on a project, I believe I'm just I undid the steering shaft and everything. I believe I'm just gonna cut the frame back behind all the components that I want and make this a whole lot faster and easier on me. Because, like I said, it'll be a while before I use it, so there's no point in going through all that hassle right now just to make it all perfect and everything. So I think we're gonna do that just to make it a little bit simpler, and we'll see how that goes. On to some more time lapse, I guess. Well, I've been cutting on this front end, as you can tell from the time lapse. It shouldn't take much more and should be off, but I just had to take a break. It's hot as crap. And I hear thunder again. Get notifications at 1 mile away. I got lightning and everything. It's every day here lately. It's ridiculous. Can't tell nothing from that, but I've been cutting a lot. Let's get this thing off here. Well, I believe that's about all I'm gonna be able to do for the day. But I got that front end out, as you can see from the time lapse, and I got it rolled away from the car, and I might look at a couple more things, just undo some of that wiring harness. I might try to save some of it in case I have to splice a plug or some kind of electrical connection or something like that on when I put the motor in my dad's truck or car. So that's about it for today's nap time. Got her out. just teeter-tottering on some jack stands and ramps. So I guess I'll get back on this tomorrow. May start on that, taking that rear end out. And after that, I gotta find a way to get rid of the rest of the junk. So that's it for the day. Well, here we are, day 2 of tearing the suspension out. Today I'm gonna be tackling the rear suspension. I've heard it was fairly simple, so maybe I won't go through 100 cutting discs on my angle grinder and sawzall and everything. But probably gonna be some more time lapse because I don't really have the stuff to be able to film up under there, I don't believe. But I'll do what I can. Probably not gonna be a whole lot. I'll try to get you as close as I can to it. Let's get it. Alright, so what it looks like is, I'm gonna take this rear tire pan off. Well, I don't guess I really have to, but I need to take it off anyway, so. Couple bolts up here and 2 there and 2 on the other side, and I can get that rear tire and everything out of the way. That'll make it easier to roll this rear end out from under it once I get her undone. Alright, well, I got the rear tire and the pan that holds it out. I went ahead and undid the straps and everything to the gas tank, because I'll be pulling it anyway, so I just went ahead and undid those. And while I was under here, I just went ahead and undid this rear sway bar. And now I'm about to start working on the rest of the rear end bolts. From everything I've seen, there's 8 bolts on each side, and this thing will pretty much drop out is the way they talk. So let's hope my luck goes as well as what they claim. Looks like we got 3 bolts right there where those 2 arms are connected. I'll have to undo the shock, so that's 2 in the upper there, part of the shock. Then I'll have that 1 main bolt going right there, and pretty much be the same on the other side, and this thing should come on out. Well, I got that side done, the driver's side done, and other than a couple brake lines that I had to undo and everything, after that time lapse, that was pretty much, I mean, it's pretty simple. So, give me a quick drink of water, and then we're gonna tire out the other side. Alright, well, finally got it all down and everything. Had to take me a minute. I was burning up out here in this heat. But it's all disconnected and everything, so now we're gonna try to pull this thing out. Maybe I don't mess it up too bad pulling it on concrete for a couple foot. Then I can throw some wheels back on it so I can move it around. Well, I finally got it out with some little bit of grunting. Sometimes stuff like this is a little rough by yourself. But here she is. And like I said, it's pretty much just the 8 bolts on each side for that rear end. I mean, not counting the brake lines, of course, but I mean, it drops pretty easy. Heck of a lot easier than me having to cut this whole front end off and going through a bunch of grinding or cutting disc and everything. So, but I believe that's gonna be it for this video. And man, I got all the suspension out. Only really other thing I want to keep out of this car is the seats, and because Dad thinks he wants them more than his Firebird seats. But other than that, I might keep a little bit of the wire and harness just for some connectors and stuff. But other than that, the rest of it's trash, unless I find something else that can be used. So next video might just be me chopping this thing up to get rid of it, who knows. But I appreciate you watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.